Birds' life. How to adjust themselves to global warming. Animals use three main strategies to adapt to the increasing temperatures in North America due to climate change: migrating toward the north, moving to higher altitudes, and changing their phenology, or annual cycles, like when they breed. A recent study from UCLA looked at 27 years of data from 311 land-based species to investigate how North American birds have simultaneously used all three approaches to adapt. Most earlier research has only examined specific kinds of climate change responses. Researchers compared the three main reactions of birds from finches to falcons to adapt to climate change, providing a more comprehensive and precise understanding of their adaptation. Birds are generally traveling away from the heat in one direction. Before it gets too hot, they start their breeding seasons by shifting northward in latitude and upward in elevation. However, they change quickly or far enough to keep up with climate change. The study's findings, which were published in Nature Ecology and Evolution, only partially explained the adjustments required by birds to keep the rate of warming on track. The majority of the modifications they made were phenological, the researchers discovered. Phenology tracking alone is responsible for 64% of the temperature tracking we have seen in birds, stated lead study author and UCLA ecologist Monique Clegg. According to him, birds are, on average, pushing forward their breeding dates by 0.08 days, which might just be the simplest, most effective strategy. Instead of migrating 1,000 kilometers to the north or climbing a few hundred meters in elevation and finding a suitable new habitat there, they begin pairing up a day earlier to compensate for a drop in temperature of 1 degree Celsius. As for the birds from California in particular, this is a response we've previously predicted, said research senior author and ecology and evolutionary biology professor Morgan Tingley of UCLA. However, we can now see that animals are adapting to climate change in several ways at once for the first time, and changing the timing of important life events may just be one of the first and easiest options. The study shows this idea by finding that birds move only a short distance in space, on average 1.1 kilometers northward and 1.2 meters upward annually. There is a lot of variety in these averages. Certain species such as the black phoebe are surprisingly shifting southward and downward, most likely due to urbanization, changes in precipitation, and the availability of suitable habitats. In contrast, species like the smaller goldfinch are quickly migrating north and breeding earlier. As a result, some are fully tracking temperature changes, some are just partially doing so, and some are even going against expectations.